Hello everybody, my name is Melvin, and today we are doing a Far Cry 4 review. Let's start off the story. The protagonist's name is AJ Gale, who returns to the mystical land of Kyrat after his mother dies. His mother leaves his ashes for him in an attempt to spread them as her final wish. Upon returning to Kyrat, he realizes that the land is engaged in a brutal civil war between Pagan Min, the antagonist Royal Army, and Anita and Sabal's Golden Path, who are freedom fighters like Ajay's father before him. Ajay quickly joins the Golden Path and realizes that Pagan Min must be stopped in order to overall bring peace to the land. Throughout the game, you are given choices to support either the Golden Path leader Anita or the Golden Path leader Sabal. These choices are overall useless as they give you the same mission either or, only difference is the overall ending. Speaking of which, the ending is incredibly stupid, as if you pick the wrong ending out of the two, you get an abrupt ending which is incredibly stupid and leaves you with a sour taste in your mouth. I can't stress enough how much that ending pissed me off, and the fact that I actually threw my controller across the room after hearing it. However, there is a bunch of fetching quests in between, and the game's climax is honestly very poorly done, and it's just not exciting. It really isn't. However, the gameplay is pretty decent of the missions. There is a huge gun list and customized options that is a welcome addition to the game. On top of that, you have colorful characters such as Herc over here. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit so you guys can watch this cutscene.
We are the Golden Path!
Man, I do not understand what you are saying. I don't speak your language.
I think what you meant to say is that the Royal Army won't know what hit them. See, we're the Golden Path.
Oh my god, I love you, Herc.
These guys have been giving me a lot of stank eye over the things I've been saying about the Golden Path, so that makes sense. Okay, new plan then.
America, fuck
That's
yeah,
right, you need
America.
help. You call, we swoop in and help you, me or my,
Anyways. The gun for hire tokens are completely freaking useless, as it's just a wasted mechanic considering the AI do nothing but sniff, farts, and paint. Another wasted mechanic is the karma option, where you think you would be good or evil and it impacts the story, right? No, it doesn't impact the story. It's fucking useless, and the only reason it's in this fucking game is so we can get discounts at the store. However, the rewarding hunt system makes up for that, as it is truly adopted from Far Cry 3 and expanded upon in ways that we can hunt little tapirs and piggies without feeling bad about blowing them up. Another awesome mechanic of the game is the really awesome, totally cool, chocolate sniffing, doorknob licking, chocolate eating multiplayer. I just randomly made that up. Okay, the multiplayer is based off of 3 game modes so far. One is propaganda, where you have to destroy propaganda centers in order to increase momentum for your team and overall win the game. The next one is Demon Mask, which is similar to Uplink in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. You are to take the Demon Mask and bring it back to your base to overall win. And the last and final one is known as Outpost. Outpost is sort of a capture the flag, king of the hill kind of mode, where you have to fight competitively to keep a territory for a set amount of time. The storyline for the multiplayer is before Ajay Gale's arrival. It's actually during his father's time as he fights the Royal Army, and there are 2 factions in the game you can play as. Hunters, which are limited to bow and arrows, but explosive and fire bow and arrows, and the other faction which is limited to assault rifles, pistols, guns, basically any other gun you can imagine. The multiplayer is overall amazing, and you can upgrade your weapons through level ups by getting coins, 1 coin per attachment. However, there are one big problem I have with it, and that is the freaking waiting times. I had to wait 23 minutes to record that gameplay I just showed you, as well as 90% of the games you join, you automatically get kicked out because you can't connect with the people who are in Bangladesh playing this game. So, yeah, screw you waiting times. there are over 20 different vehicles in this game, including all kinds of boats, ATVs, cars, all kinds of funny stuff, as well as even a gyrocopter if you want to get up close and personal from the sky and nuke people with rocket launchers as they scream for help. Anyways, overall, the driving is rather repetitive, as well as, well, of course it's repetitive, but it's more along the lines of it's just loose and unpredictable, and it's just, in my opinion, not very fun because I try to turn right and I either turn too much to the right or not enough. So I tend to stick to ATVs and helicopters, as it is just so much easier for me to get around without the constant need of me falling off a cliff and blowing up terribly, killing my co-op partner and myself. Sorry, I was receiving a phone call. Thank you, Troy. Thank you for interrupting my awesome game review. I hope you're watching this, because you just ruined my game review. Anyways, I just hope the driving gets a little bit more tweaks, but what I do like, however, is how the driving is intuitive and it's different between vehicles. Oh my god, I was waiting. This is my favorite part of the review right here. The over-the-top, fun as hell side quests. I hope you guys love it so much as I did. Basically, it improved on Far Cry 3's faults so much, as the fact is you could be doing drugs, and I mean LSD, bro. Have you ever tried killing people on LSD? This game is for you. As well as you get to hunt rare animals that aren't normally found, such as Yulo, the honey badger, which can take 100 LMG rounds without even thinking. And it is an awesome boss fight, which it should be considered. As well as you can go to Shangri-La, bro. Shangri-La, the mystical city of the Himalayas. These game modes by itself, you should pick up the game for, as the game itself is just awesomely amazing. In Shangri-La, you're basically trying to get to these bells of enlightenment, which are just there essentially to be the goal of the game. Basically, you're playing as one of the first people to ever show up in Shangri-La, and you can kind of see his descent into madness as he becomes more and more addicted to the power and the mystical elements of Shangri-La, as he has a family in Kyrat, but overall he feels that he's more useful in this world, and just he becomes addicted to saving it, which is an amazing. It's actually the storyline I prefer over the main storyline, which is pretty bad. As well as Ho-Ho makes an appearance because Pokemon. Overall, my overall score for Far Cry 4 is really bad storyline with a fetch this, fetch that, bland protagonist. It has a colorful cast of amazing support characters, useless mechanics such as karma and guns, very fun and rewarding hunting system, large amount of weapons and vehicles, and don't forget, guys, an awesome, really fun to play multiplayer that I totally recommend. And the score is an 8.5 out of 10. It is a sandbox must play. If you guys have 40 bucks in your pocket, head to the store, pick up the PS4 copy. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. You can go along those missions any way you want. You want to snipe, you can snipe. You want to be stealthy, you want to stealth. You want to go guns blazing, that's your choice. This game is a huge buff up from Far Cry 3, and I just wish Ubisoft could have made the same decision with AC Unity. My name is Melvin. Hope you guys enjoyed it.